morning, Mr. Kidd, Mr. Clark, Father Jason, faculty, and fellow Ridley students. Globalization is a term used to describe the explosion of trade, transportation, and communication technology that has revolutionized the world. It's been credited with lifting billions of people out of poverty. Globalization was also a key concept taught in my international business class. Most examples of globalization showcase large multinational corporations like Apple selling their products around the world. However, as I learned more about this concept, I came to realize that globalization wasn't just a major economic trend, but also a phenomenon that impacts all of us here today. Ridley College is the embodiment of globalization. If you look around the chapel, your classmates come from 52 different countries. They speak dozens of native languages. They worship several different religions, and their parents work in many diverse industries. Well, times sure have changed since Ridley was founded in 1889. Back then, 100% of the students were boys, and almost all of them came from Canada. Being one of the nation's top high schools, Ridley has evolved with the times and is now at the forefront of globalization. My first encounter with globalization was in grade 5 when I arrived at Ridley. On my first day of class, I met 3 kids that were not Canadian. Taigo was from Japan, Ji-Won was from South Korea, and Joseph was from Nigeria. I was certainly scared, coming to a new school where I didn't know anyone. However, my fear was nothing compared to these international students who were just 10 years old and didn't speak English very well. In addition, they had just traveled 15,000 kilometers to live in Canada without their parents. We soon became friends, and they stayed at my house frequently during the holiday weekends. As I got to know them better, I came to realize how brave they were. They endured a lot of hardships at an early age in order to receive a global education. Like so many people in this room, I too am a product of globalization. I was born in the US, but I live in Canada. My father is from Yugoslavia, and my mother's family immigrated from Austria. Growing up, I was fortunate to have traveled around the world. One of my most memorable global experiences was my exchange program at the King's School in Australia. My dorm in Sydney was filled, not only with Australians, but with students from India, New Zealand, Indonesia, and many other countries. My Australian exchange partner, Jim Lee, was a giant rugby player. His parents are from China. We all learned about each other's culture by just hanging out, surfing on Bondi Beach, or hunting in the outback together. Ultimately, these global experiences help shape who we are and framed our outlook on the world. According to political leaders, professors, and authors, the pace of globalization will speed up during this century. There will be more trade between countries, travel will become faster, and communications will become easier. Likewise, as we graduate from Ridley and open new chapters in our lives, globalization will become a daily part of our routine. To get a jump start on some of life's milestones, like going to university, getting a job, or starting a family, I encourage all of you to embrace globalization. The easiest way to do this is to simply make a new friend from a different part of the world. I know it's a lot easier just to hang out with people from your own country. However, by doing so, you're missing out on such a great opportunity to learn about different cultures. Making friends from around the globe will make you more worldly, and you will gain a much greater appreciation of different viewpoints. Also, as you grow older, you'll be able to draw on this international network time and time again for such things as travel, romance, and business. In conclusion, Ridley has prepared us well for many things in life. Unlike a lot of high schools around the world that are filled with only one domestic group, Ridley has given us early access to a broad, multicultural society. This has fostered an environment of understanding and mutual respect. In a world full of war, ethnic tensions, and poverty, we need a lot more understanding. One could say that Ridley is giving us a glimpse into the future, where globalization brings together different people, ideas, languages, and products. By making new international friends today, you can seize the global opportunities of tomorrow. Thank you.
We'll say the school prayer together, bowing our heads, Almighty God, by whose grace we are assembled.